Hello everyone, welcome to Move Well, Live Well. We get a number of people coming in here who have begun an exercise program, just started, or they've advanced a number of months into their exercise program, and they're wondering about the differences between full range repetitions and partial range repetitions. And what it is essentially is that full range repetitions, for instance, in something like the bench press, a full range repetition is such that where you're at complete lockout and then you bring the bar all the way down, have it touch your chest, and then bring it back to lockout. That would be a full range repetition. A partial range repetition is such that you're at lockout, but then you come down either a quarter of the way, halfway, or 3/4 of the way, but you're not getting to a full range where you're actually touching your chest. And you can either train in a quarter of the way down, or half the way, or 3/4 of the way, or anywhere in between. You're just not getting a full repetition, full range of motion repetition with that particular exercise. So what's the difference? A lot of people asking, what's better, partial reps or full range reps? Well, with the studies that are out there, full range repetitions, and it's kind of common sense in a way, full range repetitions offer the most benefit when it comes to strength and increases in muscle size, simply because you're using the full range. There's that quote out there that says, you know, half reps is half the benefit. So if you're only doing repetitions half the way, you're missing out on the other half of the range in trying to elicit strength and growth with that particular muscle that you're trying to work. So in general, for the recreational athlete, recreational person who's starting an exercise program or is already in an exercise program for a number of months now, full range repetitions are going to be the best for them, simply because it's training them to be stronger in all of the range of the particular exercise. So it's going to elicit the best response when it comes to strength and muscle growth. Now, with partial repetitions, don't disregard partial repetitions. Now, those folks that are a little bit more advanced in their training regimen, we're talking about, a number of years already. We're talking advanced lifters who have already practiced their craft for a certain amount of time, utilizing partial repetitions, such as, for instance, again, like the bench press, such as, there is what they call a sticking point to an exercise. In other words, there becomes a point in the exercise in which the exercise becomes the most difficult, simply because the mechanical advantage is decreased in a certain range. So for instance, in a bench press, as they come down like this, and as they start to press up right here like this, they touch their chest in a full range, and as they start to press back out, there becomes a mechanical disadvantage in a certain range with that particular exercise. So utilizing something like partial repetitions, where you're training in that sticking point range to help increase the strength in that range, becomes valid. Now, so there is a time and place to use partial repetitions to increase training intensity, that type of thing. But in all essence, if you're a recreational lifter and you're getting into a program, even if you're an advanced lifter, the majority of studies out there that if you're looking at muscle growth and strength, full range repetitions are going to be the most beneficial to you in the long run, because it's training those muscles to accept that weight in all ranges. Sometimes folks, They'll ask, hey, can I add partial repetitions into my workout? Yes, you can. And I'm not disregarding them altogether or anything like that. There are some practical applications with partial repetitions. Simply like I was just talking about, maybe increasing strength in that sticking point range, or trying to increase strength in that lockout at that end range of a bench press. But again, if you're using with partial reps also, you can use a little bit heavier weight. Now the idea is, I can use heavier weight, that would elicit more strength or more growth. The studies are kind of back and forth with the effectiveness of whether or not those partial reps will actually do that. However, with the full range repetitions, there's no doubt. Majority of those studies, they're indicating that when you're using full range, you're going to get strength in all those ranges and not just the partial reps. Now, I see a lot of folks, they'll come in here and they'll have me assess their squat or something like that, and I see them and they're squatting and they're doing what they call kind of a quarter squat. They'll come down here and they'll squat and they'll come back up. They'll squat and they'll come back up. Now, there's nothing wrong with doing a quarter squat. They can lift more weight. However, the body was designed to squat full range, to do things in a full range of motion. Now, you'll get strong in that quarter squat range. However, what happens if you go accidentally, you're doing something, you go a little bit heavier, and now you're going past that quarter squat. Now your body's not able to handle that, and you're more susceptible to injury, simply because you've gone beyond what your body's normally capable of doing. If you're always repping out half ranges, that one time where you actually go a little bit farther than half range or quarter range or partial, whatever partial range you're choosing, you're now leaving yourself to be open to injury. So, again, when you're training out there, doing your exercises, you want to try to use full range repetitions. So whether it's an overhead press, full range, whether it's a row, again, full range, a bench press, full range, a bicep curl, full range, right? So that way your muscles become accustomed to being stronger in all those angles within that particular exercise versus just partial reps. So, if you have any questions with this video, hope that clears up a few things. The benefits between partial reps and full range repetitions. If you have any questions with the video, please leave them off in the comment section below. We thank you for watching. We appreciate it. Please subscribe too, so that way you don't miss any videos coming up here in the near future. And when you hit subscribe, make sure you hit that bell notifications button, and you'll get notified right away when a new video pops up in your on your device. Also, give it a thumbs up. Lets us know you care. Give us a like. Lets us know you care. Anyway, and also share this with others so that people can benefit from these videos as well. Anyway, we thank you for watching. We appreciate it. We'll see you next time. Take care. Bye-bye.